Well, hello, and welcome to a demonstration on how to make a Mother's Day card. I've got a very talkative device next to me. It's the Perkins Smart Brailer.
Press select to turn Braille tracking on.
It's going to keep repeating that prompt until I get around to putting a paper in here. So I'm going to either control the volume or plug in some headphones. The volume controls are on the far right side of this panel. I like putting on headphones. All right. And then with this device, we're going to create a Mother's Day card. In Braille, it's written here LOVE twice, which spells the word love. And then at the bottom, twice, it's written capital M and then lowercase om for mom. And mom is written twice. Then the letter O and the letter V are accented with colored markers. So you're going to need an index card. You're going to need some color markers, a color maybe that mom prefers. I chose pink. An optional bold writer pen. We are putting something together that's really nice for Mother's Day, which is coming up on May the 9th. You'll need a brailer. It doesn't have to be a Perkins Smart Brailer. And you'll need a piece of Braille paper. So and you'll need a pencil. Okay. You can use a bold line marker for this option instead of a pencil. So take your index card, place it in your paper. Later, if you want, this is optional, you can use an index card or you could use a pair of scissors. So we're going to trace the outside of the index card, like I have done with very light pencil over here. So put your paper on the table, trace it, and this will give you an idea of where to cut the index card size shape out of your Braille paper later, or you could put your index card directly into your Braille writer if you so choose. The next thing we're going to do is write our Braille message on our piece of paper. I've given a demonstration right here. I've written the word love twice, and I've written the word mom. I've written the word mom 4 times. So it says love, love, skip a line, and then it says mom, 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 mom. Is that how often you call for your parent? We shall see. You can also adapt this craft to express your appreciation for anybody else in your family, like dad or sis. Okay? All right. So we're going to lift the...
Press select to turn Braille tracking on.
We're going to lift the lever so that we are able to insert the paper between the embosser head and the rollers. It has to touch both rollers.
Press select to turn Braille tracking on.
Okay, I'm going to push the lever down. Now the paper is being held in place. I'll use the rollers to roll the paper in. Now I've already filled up.
Press select to turn Braille tracking on.
I've already filled up the first card. So I'm actually going to scroll down to the one that I've highlighted with, or rather I outlined
to turn Braille tracking on
with my dark marker, okay? And I'm going to press the lever on the left side to lock the paper. I'm going to press select.
Braille tracking on.
So now I have my Braille tracking on. Make sure that when you do have your Braille tracking on, that you have your embosser head lined up on the left side of your device, so it will help match what's on the screen. Okay, so here we go.
Mom.
I'm going to, I pressed 3 spaces. I'm going to press several spaces in so that my writing is on the right side of this outlined card. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It kept track of where I wrote the last time, so I think I'll just give it another line. I'm going to press the left lever.
Mom.
And I'm going to a new line, so I'm going to also press the cursor to the left. There we go. Let's give it 19 spaces, shall we? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Maybe 14 would be just about right. Let's do 15, just to be sure. And I'm going to write the letter L.
L.
Okay, and then I'm going to have to set this down. You need 2 hands to write the letter O.
O.
In Braille, and the letter V.
V.
And the letter E.
E.
Now, if you take a look with the Braille and you press for a new line on your left side.
Love. Love.
This time, instead of using the cursor, let's press the backspace 4 times, and actually 5 times. So we're going to the beginning of the line, but we're going to have our cursor just underneath where we wrote the word love. Okay, now it's underneath the letter E. Now it's underneath the letter V. That's where we're trying to put our embosser head. Just underneath the letter L. Underneath the letter O. Underneath the letter L. Okay. And I'll do it one more time and I'll tell you why. We want to accent the next line of Braille with a cheerful heart. You could choose a hot pink, you could choose a purple, you could choose whatever you want. Just make sure you use a very light touch when writing. If you press too hard, the Braille paper will give underneath, and then you'll just have a piece of broken paper. I am going to draw a heart right underneath where I think the letter O is going to be. I think it might land there. I'm going to give that a try. So please try that with me. Okay. All right, and now that I've accented it with a nice color, I'm going to write a space. 1 space, use your thumb. All right, here we go. L. O. V. E. How did it come out? Well, I do see a heart, and it is mostly on the letter O. I call that mission success. Now we have the next step. Okay, so we're going to go to a new line, pressing our left lever.
Love. Love.
That's nice. And I'll press it again. We're going to give ourselves some space between words. I do need my space. And right now, it is on the far right side of the display. I'm going to press this backspace on the right side, which interestingly enough, moves your cursor to the left. Okay, I pressed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and I'm going to write the word mom. I need capital M, so a .6.
Caps.
Okay, M.
M.
O.
M.
M. And that kind of gives me a clue how the word is going to appear on my page. Now I'm going to go to a new line with my left lever.
Mom. Mom.
And I'm also going to press the right lever. Okay, the right button. 1. Now I'm underneath, my cursor's underneath the letter M. Now my cursor's underneath the letter O. Press it again. And now my cursor's underneath the letter M. And now my cursor's underneath the letter, it's underneath the part that indicates what a capital is. I did mention in passing what makes the capital. Do you remember? If you don't remember and you accidentally pressed the number .6.
.4.
If you accidentally did not press .6, if you accidentally pressed .4, then there is a way to fix this. It's very interesting. Press the right lever to backspace.
.4.
And it's telling you that your eraser button, yes, the Smart Brailler comes with an eraser button. Isn't that nice? Here's your Braille eraser. Press down on this. And it will give you a clue that you've erased it.
Erase .4.
There we go. It has erased .4. That's a very nice feature, which is shown both on the screen and on your paper. So let's make sure that when we want a capital, we're putting a dot 6 with your right ring finger.
Caps.
And then mom with a 1, 3, 4.
M.
Capital M. And then a O. 1, 3, 5.
O.
And then a M. 1, 3, 4.
M.
Okay. Oh, look, we forgot to put our accent. So, never fear. We will figure this out. Okay, so let's give it a new line.
Mom. Mom.
And we'll go to backspace a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do a quick look. Oh, I want my heart to be where the letter O should go. So I'll feel it with my hand. Feels like the letter O is just to the right of the eraser. Okay, using your sense of touch, can you feel it? So I'm going to draw a heart just to the left of that. And if that's too tricky, don't worry about it. Remember, it's just an accent. It's not the whole purpose. And if your heart isn't perfect, it doesn't matter. It's for mom or your loved one. Okay? All right, and let's write mom again.
Caps. M. O. M.
And that is how we're going to create the card for mom. Roll the paper out. You know what? I've reached the end of my paper. So I'm going to lift the lever up, remove my paper. And even though it fell off the edge, it is okay because it's art. Now, you have the option of creating Braille on a postcard or on an index card. Then once you've created it, you fold it in half. So here's a Mother's Day card with Braille on it and pink marker accents. That is style number 1. And with a trusted adult nearby to supervise, you can use a pair of scissors to cut out your creation on the black lines. So if you haven't, an index card, if you haven't had one around you lately, but you do have a postcard, you could write on a postcard as long as it doesn't leave any debris inside of your machine. Debris means like sticky stuff, like glue or tape. Okay. All right. So I cut this out and now I'm going to fold it in half. And we have just created a Braille card for mom. It says love, love. It says mom, mom, mom. And then on the inside, you could write something nice because she took care of you when you were a baby. But instead of crying like that baby sound effect I just added, maybe you can add some personal message on the inside. Maybe you could make a promise like, I will wash the dishes, or I will walk the dog for you. Love, kiddo. Whatever it is now also a card that you can not only see, but you can feel with your fingertips and you can feel with your heart. I will walk the dog for you. Oh, or you can do the dishes. Have a wonderful day. Keep your heart light on and your Braille crispy.